Tonight on the KREM 2 Night Report, after years of fighting to keep its accreditation, North Idaho College got a final decision tonight. What you need to know.
We're tracking a major pattern shift that's going to bring about more sunshine each day as we go through the week.
Plus, the celebrations just keep coming after the Seahawks win the Super Bowl for just the second time in franchise history. How you can get in on all the celebrations. Good evening. We're glad you're with us for the night report here on KREM 2 News. I'm Sydney Schofield. New tonight, after years in limbo, North Idaho College's accreditation was officially restored. The school will remain in good standing now after facing issues dating back to 2021. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy joins us now from the newsroom to break down how we got here and what's next. Connor?
Well, the question of the college's accreditation came due to noted dysfunction by its board of trustees. That's according to the Northwest Commission of Colleges and Universities, whose job is to accredit institutions. Ultimately, the board was able to hold on to it after changing how they operate over the past few years. In a North Idaho College special board of trustees meeting on Monday night, applause and cheers were all to see and hear after the Northwest Commission of Colleges and Universities, also known as NWCCU, announced North Idaho College is now in good standing and will get to keep its accreditation. The feeling of gratitude especially coming from retired Coeur d'Alene School District teacher Jane Morgan, who attended Monday's board meeting.
Feels great. Kind of removes the gloom of February.
This decision's been in question since 2021 when the accreditation board warned North Idaho College about what they say was instability of board leadership. In 2022, the college was sanctioned by the commission, and 1 year after that, NIC received a show cause sanction, which is the last step before a college loses its accreditation. The commission said this was not because of financial or academic concerns, but because of how the Board of Trustees governed the college in the past. NIC Chair Terry Zimmerman says while the past is the past, it is inexcusable to have had the college be in the standing it once was in.
It is important to say clearly and without hesitation, what happened at North Idaho College should never have happened.
If they were to lose NIC's accreditation, federal funding would be taken away and the school may have had to close. Last year, the commission gave the college a 1-year extension to get back in good standing and focus on 3 major areas of improvement: trustee conduct, employee retention, and financial sustainability. They found NIC did improve on those fronts, which sparked the decision to put them back in good standing after they found those changes were met. It's an update Morgan says will only benefit the Northern Idaho community.
Education for the community in terms of its economy, for jobs for these young people, as well as some older people who have returned to school.
The commission says the college now falls into standard evaluations, including one of institutional effectiveness scheduled in 2027. All the while, folks like Morgan are glad to breathe a sigh of relief, knowing NIC did what it could to bring its good standing as a school back for the community.
Very excited. This has been a long journey for the college.
Now, NIC staff says its improvement stems from multiple staffing changes going on over the past several years. Everyone attending was relieved to hear the news and hopes as time goes on, NIC doesn't end up in a similar situation in the future. Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.
Connor, thank you. We're also tracking new information in last week's double homicide at a North Spokane apartment complex. Today, the Spokane County Medical Examiner's Office released the identities of the 2 men who were killed. The ME identified the men as 23-year-old Isaac Tucker and 21-year-old Derek Alford, ruling they died due to gunshot wounds to their torsos. Tucker also suffered a gunshot wound to his left leg. As for the investigation, police say it remains ongoing. However, they said information they've uncovered so far indicates this is an isolated incident and they don't believe there's danger to the public. This is a developing story. We'll keep you updated as new information comes in. All right, let's take a break from the headlines and check in with Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo in our Outdoor Weather Center. What does it feel like out there right now, Jeremy?
Feels like, late February, not early February.
Okay, we're close though.
Yeah, we're getting there one day at a time, so let's talk it. 36 degrees is where we currently sit. Reason it feels more like late February is because 36 is pretty much where we expect to be for our high temperatures this time of year. Dew point at 32, and remember we always talk about fog in this pattern? Not really the case this time. You can see movement in the radar, but notice it is all coming down as snow now that the sun's gone down, but all of that you're seeing is coming down up high, and that's where it stays overnight. Most of what we see will be up in the mountains tonight, and by tomorrow morning, we are waking up to pretty calm conditions across much of the inland Northwest. In fact, we should start to see a little bit of sunshine throughout the day, and eventually that sunshine takes over. By Wednesday, it's nothing but sunshine from here to the coast. Thursday, clouds build back in ahead of a pattern change as we get a bit closer to the weekend. But believe it or not, that pattern change is not bringing back a ridge of high pressure. Instead, we're under an atmospheric trough. We're going to talk why that's a big deal in your full forecast. But for now, 45 and partly cloudy tomorrow, 46 and sunny on Wednesday, 43 as clouds take back over on Thursday.
It is time for your Night Beat with a quick look at today's top stories. The trial for a Boundary County woman accused of sexually abusing 2 minors began this afternoon in Bonner County. Catherine Cowell faces 2 counts of lewd conduct with a minor under the age of 16. Prosecutors say the alleged crimes happened between 2012 and 2015. Catherine Cowell and her husband Richard Cowell were arrested last year facing similar charges, each of them. Richard's brother is the Bonners Ferry police chief. He is the one who ultimately turned the couple in. The pair also operated an unlicensed daycare out of their home. Richard was convicted last summer on his crimes and sentenced to at least 17 years, though jurors will not be allowed to hear any evidence related to his case in his wife's case. This trial could wrap up as soon as Wednesday. We'll keep you updated as it plays out. And tomorrow, a Clarkston woman is expected back in court. Mary Strong was a staff member at Tammany High School in the Lewiston School District. She's accused of having an inappropriate relationship with a student. She was charged last year with felony sexual battery of a minor. She's expected to change her plea tomorrow. We'll keep you updated. East Valley School District parents and school administration are urging the community to vote for a $220 million bond measure. The money is meant to address aging school facilities.
A lot of the new tech programs and the future is where we're going. They were built before internet connections were brought into the schools. And so kind of modernizing our stuff rather than just getting by is very important to us.
That's a parent there. East Valley's principal says students are dealing with falling tiles, rust, cracks, carpet covered in duct tape on a daily basis. Supporters want to fix up the 64-year-old high school and 57-year-old middle school, although some in the community think this project is too expensive. Today, Comcast announced that it has expanded access to high-speed internet in the Spokane area. They say the improvement will bring their high-speed internet to more than 2,200 new homes and businesses in Chattaroy, Four Lakes, and Medical Lake. Comcast says you can sign up on the Xfinity website or at an Xfinity store. That's it for your Night Beat. For more on any of these stories, just head to our website, KREM.com. Still ahead tonight on the Night Report, the Spokane 10-year-old detained by immigration agents is now back home. Hear from her attorney ahead. And the mother of Today's Show host Savannah Guthrie is still missing tonight. We have the latest in this case after the break.